All right, we're back with another episode of Living in Granbury and Beyond. Today, we're going to take a look at DeCordova, and we're going to do a Google Map view so that you can get an aerial view of this specific area and get orientation of where it's at in relation to other neighborhoods around Granbury and where it's at in relation to Fort Worth and the Metroplex. So we're going to jump into that right now. If this is your first time to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and press the bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about any updates or changes here in the DeCordova area. We get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you that are thinking about relocating to Granbury, and they're looking at Pecan Plantation, DeCordova, or maybe even places like Glen Rose and Cleburne or Weatherford. So we're happy to help and give any advice that we can, regardless of whether you're thinking about relocating next week, next month, or maybe even a year out or further. We'd love the chance to chat with you and give you any advice that we can and help out. So today we're going to be doing a Google Map view of DeCordova, and what I want to do is share my screen and kind of point out a few things. So here we are looking at a view of the Metroplex. So if you look at the Metroplex, you have Dallas, we travel over west, we're in Fort Worth, and if you go southwest from Fort Worth, you're going to hit Granbury. One of the conversations that we've had with a few people over the last 1, 2, 3 years is if you look at Dallas, it really grew north very fast. It grew north and even northeast and northwest. All of this has just been built out almost to maximum capacity. Obviously, there's still some building and stuff going on, but it is very much built out compared to what you're going to see down in this southern portion. Fort Worth even has developed toward the north, and it has even started developing toward the south. As you can see, Dallas has as well. But there are a couple of areas where you see a lot less development, and that less development is going to be toward the southwest portion of Fort Worth. There is lots and lots of land, lots and lots of opportunities for commercial growth, and lots of opportunities for subdivision development. And Granbury is down this corridor of 377, and it is really primed for a lot of growth. So that growth is happening as we speak. This Highway 377 is being expanded to a 6-lane highway in Granbury, Texas, in order to be able to sustain the growth that's currently happening. And there's also a major train station in the city of Crescent, and an overpass is essentially being built to go over that train station because of the amount of traffic that's coming to and from the Metroplex to Granbury. So that overpass was a multi-million-dollar investment in order to make the traffic more feasible because of the growth that's happening. So the growth is happening, and it's going to continue to happen. But what we're looking at here today specifically is DeCordova in relation to the Metroplex. DeCordova in relation to the Metroplex. So let me get my little drawing board out. DeCordova is essentially right here in Granbury. Location-wise, DeCordova is very close to 377, especially from this part of the neighborhood. This is essentially a gate here with 1-minute access into the center of Granbury. You are basically on the main highway. If you just drive down this road here, and you're there in, let's say, 2 minutes. It's very close to the center of the city. And there's also another gated access point. Depending on where you live, you might take a different approach. But there's also a gate around right here for DeCordova. So that access point is a gate that's also used. Now, Pecan Plantation is going to be a little bit further to the south here, and we've done, you know, a couple of videos about Pecan Plantation already. If you go from Pecan, you will actually drive by the gate of DeCordova on your way out. So that is one thing to note. So you're very close to Pecan Plantation, and you're very close to 377 when you live here in DeCordova. As far as access to the city, because of the second gate over here, you can, if you live, you know, on this, you know, southern side of DeCordova, you could easily hit Fall Creek Highway and go up to 377 and be to Fort Worth in 50 minutes. If you go through this gate, like I said, you can be on 377, basically in the midst of the city of Granbury within 2 to 3 minutes. So very quick access from this particular location. With that, you're also on a fantastic spot with Lake Granbury. This lake here, you have some main body lake that is going to basically border DeCordova, which is just fantastic. You're right there on the main body of the lake. So you're in a great spot regarding that. Location wise, you're close to the city. You're also on a part of town that has very, very low crime rate, not to mention the fact that you have 2 gated, guarded entrances. So the location wise from a crime standpoint is just fantastic. So with that gives us a pretty good bird's eye view of DeCordova. As far as communities that are nearby, I know that there for a time, DeCordova and Pecan used to share some of their golf memberships, but that's kind of not been going on as much lately. So curious to see if something like that gets struck back up or not. But this gives you a really good bird's eye view of how long it takes for you to get to Fort Worth and the relationship of DeCordova to the main city of Granbury and kind of some travel time and expectations. So with that, we have a video that we're working on that we'll be releasing, pros and cons of living in DeCordova. And we also have a vlog tour where we're going to get some footage of properties and specific price ranges in DeCordova. And then last but not least, we're going to do a DeCordova versus Pecan Plantation. Which one's better? We're going to do a video tour of that, and we're going to look at the considerations for which one you think might be the best neighborhood. We're going to give you some of our opinions, and that's all they are, is opinions, but we're also going to analyze the different scenarios, because Pecan may be better for some people and DeCordova may be better for others. So there's different things that you might want to weigh, and we're going to do a versus, and we're going to compare the 2 neighborhoods. And I hope that you'll stay tuned for that video, because we're excited about it. We think that it'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully you find those videos helpful. So with that, we're going to end our video today. As always, feel free to reach out to me anytime if I don't hear from you. I hope to see you around DeCordova and the rest of Granbury. All right, thanks.